30 minutes ago. We just now come in, right?
Zoning,
Yes, sir.
put your name at the bottom.
Recommendation would be two. So heck, the recommendation. This is, we gotta be careful. I think we can just practice that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Take recommendation planning commission. Yeah. Since we got that one time we had a little food bar there. It happened.
buddy, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna call the Loudon County Commission meeting for December 2nd, 2024 to order. First up, we have zoning changes. Jim Jenkins.
Thank you, Commissioners. Items A through E will be resolutions amending the zoning map of Loudon County, Tennessee pursuant to Chapter 7, 13-7-105 of Tennessee Code annotated. Item A will be rezoned from A1 Agricultural Forestry District, A3 Developing Agricultural District, Loudon County Tax Map 39, Parcel 121, located at 10792 Prospect Church Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 4th Legislative District, approximately 1.37 acres.
1.37.
What's the one there, Dick? Oh, I
Okay.
know. Planning commission's recommendation.
They recommend this.
Help me with A3.
That's the shavers. It's all.
Minimum of a 1 acre lot size. If I'm not mistaken, this is out next to the church, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you know what they're gonna do there?
They're reconfiguring some of the lots. The church maybe had 3 lots they were trying to reconfigure, but this one standalone parcel, the adjoining property owner was gonna buy it, and possibly in the future said that maybe one of his children may build on it.
Church was in agreement?
Yes.
B,
This is to rezone from A1 Agricultural Forestry District, A3 Developing Agricultural District, approximately 1 acre only, Loudon County Tax Map 43, Parcel 31, located at 2424 Fairview Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 3rd Legislative District. This was recommended by the Planning Commission.
C,
This is the rezone from A2 Rural Residential District, R1 Suburban Residential District, Loudon County Tax Map 35, Parcel 51, located at 15051 Highway 321 South, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated 3rd Legislative District. This was not recommended by the Planning Commission at this time.
D,
This is to rezone from A1 Agricultural Forestry District, A2 Rural Residential District, and A3 Developing Agricultural District, Loudon County Tax Map 18, Parcel 69, located at 4247 Prime Grove Providence Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 5th Legislative District. It was recommended by Planning Commission.
okay. E,
This is the rezone from A2 F1 Rural Residential District, floodway district, A3 Developing Agricultural District, F1 Floodway District, Loudon County Tax Map 17, Parcel 89, located at 2028 Wilkerson Road, Loudon County, Tennessee, situated in the 6th Legislative District. This was something that was done a couple months ago and tabled, but it was not at that time recommended by the Planning Commission.
okay.
It was not recommended.
Not at the time, no, ma'am.
Okay, we'll have you back in a few minutes and we won't ask you to reread them
I
again.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Commissioner Jenkins is gonna open our meeting tonight with the pledge and the prayer.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dear Heavenly Father, God, I just want to thank you for this day, Lord, for allowing us an opportunity to be able to be here and make decisions for our great county. Lord, I pray that you just be with us in the decisions that'll be made tonight, and that they just be, that you just help us to make the right decisions tonight, Lord. And Lord, with Bill James and his wife, Lord, that lost her grandmother, God, I pray that you be with them, that you just give them comfort, that you give them peace, Lord, and just wrap your loving arms around them, God. And Lord, I pray that you just be with us during this time, Lord, of Christmas coming up, God, that whenever we think about Christmas, we just remember the birth of your son, Jesus, Lord, and what he came to do, Lord, and that was to die for our sins. And Lord, we thank you for that tonight. So Lord, we just want to give you all the praise and let you know that we love you, and we thank you, and we ask these things in your name. Amen.
Like the church, I do the church all the time.
Tammy, call the roll.
Randolph,
Here.
James, Jenkins,
Here.
Quillen. Here. Satterfield, Whitfield,
Here.
Cullen,
Here.
Morrison,
Here.
Shaver,
Here.
Waller.
Present.
Next up is the adoption of the December 2nd, 2024 County Commission agenda.
Mr. Chairman, please, Commission, I apologize. We need to put our dates, our meeting dates, and our holidays in. That way we can get them advertised properly in the News Herald. I would ask that be added under my name, please.
We'll put it under your name.
Thank
Make
you.
a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver. Do we have a second?
Second.
Bill James.
Got a second by
Jenkins.
Will Jenkins.
Will Jenkins. Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next up is the reading and acceptance of the November 4th, 2024 Loudon County Commission minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as written and was sent out to us ahead of time, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Second.
Randolph.
Okay, we got a second by Commissioner Randolph. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, next up is public comments. First up is, looks like Bud Collum.
Thank you, Commissioners. My name is Bud Cullum, 4459 Forest Ridge Drive, Louisville, Tennessee. I'm here to speak about E on 2028 Wilkerson Road. And I don't live in the immediate area, but I grew up on that property and sold that property to Miles Mincer. And he asked if I would attend. I do know a lot of the neighbors that are still there from the time I first came there in 1975. And my only thought is that some of the people who were opposed to this, I did give the opportunity to purchase prior. I have power of attorney from my parents, and gave them the opportunity to purchase. It's my understanding that Mr. Mincer, when he closed on the property with us in October of '23, that at that time, had he wanted to do what his plans are, that it would have been okay, but apparently there was a text amendment that was put forth that he was not aware of that changed the property. And I just feel like that there are still people in the area who would be for this. I wasn't exactly sure whether I was even gonna speak tonight or not, but I got up here and, because I was the first one to sign my name on this list. I don't know that there's a whole lot more for me to add. I don't really have necessarily a financial interest anymore in the property, nor do I have a financial interest in whether this gets approved or not. But I would urge this commission to approve it because I think it's something in keeping with the original intent of the property, is the way the property had been for 40 plus years, and certainly was the way the property was when Mr. Mincer took title to it. With that being said, I won't say anything more. If anyone wants to ask me questions later on, I'll be happy to try to answer it, but I appreciate the time to speak. Thank you.
Thank you. Jason Barney.
2050 Hidden Cove, Knoxville, Tennessee. I live right on the edge. Part of my property is split between Loudon County and Knox County, and I own the adjoining parcel that's next to the property that my Mentor's bought. And I really am just here to, one, try to keep the property. I'm for, what they plan to do with it. And one of the main reasons is right now it's an unrestricted piece of property. I mean, it's something that we look at every day. And, if it has no ability to, as we speak right now, anybody could purchase it. I mean, if he wants to park whatever, used equipment, just ugly it up with making it worse on the eyes than it is. You know, it's just a piece of land. I'd much rather have it developed, or put into lots and at least have some sort of building restrictions based on that. I don't wanna see an apartment complex, I don't wanna see anything like that in there, obviously, but what I think they're doing is a large pieces of property and it fits what's in that neighborhood right now, so that's really what I am here to say. I'm for what he's talking about doing and would like to see the development kind of stay the way it is and it was set up to be now, because when I originally bought my piece of property, that was just a open piece of land, and he's done nothing but better it if I clean it up and making it look better and make it look more like what the community is already. If anybody has any questions, I'll be glad to answer them as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Miles Menser. Mike Miles,
Yes, sir.
come on.
Hi, I'm Miles Menser. I actually own the property. When I bought this property, I actually went through my due diligence to make sure the property perked. I looked at the zoning. The zoning would allow me to build one house per acre, which that was never my intent. What I wanted was the 6 lots. So, because I bought it for my children and hopefully someday some grandchildren to move in there. So Bud asked me when I bought it if I would just kind of hang on to it for a year without pushing anything, because in case his father ever came out of the state he was in, that he wanted to come back, you know, he'd like to see it in its original state, which I said, not a problem. And then somehow the codes changed from October until May, which I had no idea. If I hadn't known, I would have pushed it through. So I've done nothing but clean the place up. I mean, my neighbors can contest to all that everything I've done there is to beautify it. I sat there and I talked with Alan Septon because he put in that nice road that goes around Old Wilkerson. And I said, hey, Alan, how would you like it? Because Alan asked me for an easement for a gas line. And I said, well, you know, let me get my feet under me. I just bought the property. So later on, I started looking at a driveway, because there's a driveway that goes up to service the house that's there now. And so as you come out of that house, it's right in that turn. So I went to Alan, not even thinking about what's going on. I said, hey, I got a deal for you. I'll give you your easement for your gas line if you'll give me an easement on your main road to service this upper part so I can get rid of that driveway. And so we have that. We have it in place. We hadn't actually exercised our option to purchase it because then all this came about. And so I don't even know if I'll ever build a house on it. If my kids don't come back, I probably won't. I'll probably just keep it as a little mini farm. But the way it is right now, if I have to cut it up in 2.5 acre lots, I'm still gonna be able to get 4 lots, so I'm just asking for 2 more. But if I can get it to 1, I can leave a buffer over there on the main road to Harvey to block out all that noise and keep the look of the land. So, yeah, I just want you to think about if it was you and you did everything right, and then somehow it just got changed on you in midstream, how would you feel? I just hope you can see that. So anyway, that's about all I got for you.
How many acres is the property?
There's 11 point something acres, and if I end up buying the other part from Allen to put that driveway in, that's gonna put it over 12 or a little over.
How many lots are you wanting?
I'd like to get 6.
Do we know why the planning commission denied your request?
I was not there. I didn't think I needed to go, to be perfectly honest with you. I actually thought we were going in for a variance for a driveway. And I think everybody thought that, you know, that I was kinda trying to pull wool over somebody's eyes, but I wasn't. Cause everybody asked me, I said, oh, I want 6 lots, I'm just going for a variance for a driveway. So, one of the things that came up was somebody said, well, Alan Septon is totally against it. This is what I heard. Now, this is all hearsay from me. Alan's totally against it. There's no way he's gonna give you an easement or even sell you that property, which is just not true because I actually have a contract on it. I hadn't exercised that contract because why would I wanna go? Because now it's no longer a trade because Alan now wants me to buy it, which I said, okay, not a problem. I'll pay you what you want for it. So I think that had a lot to do with it, is the idea that they didn't think I could get the driveway in anyway. So I don't know, I really don't. Anybody? I hope you find, yeah, I hope you see where I'm at, I just really do. And my neighbors already guessed it.
Hey. Mike Parrish.
My name is Mike Parrish. I live at 2113 Lake Point Drive in Loudon County. I live about half a block away from this property, maybe a block. And I just wanted to say that I think that this rezoning is appropriate and it's consistent with the neighborhood as far as lot sizes, number of the density. And I think that some of the people who have opposed this are just don't want anything new to happen in the neighborhood. And I think it's wrong to not allow a person to develop his property as long as it fits within the neighborhood.
Thank you. Taylor Forrester.
My name is Taylor Forrester. I'm here on behalf of the property owner, Mr. Miles Mincer. As to the Planning Commission meeting, I was not involved in that time. I would say possibly between the Planning Commission and now, additional due diligence has been done. We held a community meeting. Mr. Mincer hosted it. There's a bar on the property. We had good attendance as well, attended by residents in the area. He brought in an ice cream truck. It was good meeting, and we explained what the request was, why we were requesting it, and how this kind of unfortunate event of timing is kind of what led to this request. Mr. Mincer's been open and honest with the area residents, his neighbors, about what his request is for the property, these 6 lots. Again, as based on the text amendment to the A2 zoning ordinance, he can only get 4 there now. We're requesting just 2 more, 6 lots, that the average lot size would be more than an acre. I guess, Mr. Varney, you spoke earlier and you had referenced kind of what you understood. Is this what you understand?
Yes.
Mr. Mincer is wanting to do? Again, it shows the 6 lots, how they'd be subdivided. This would be that access point that Mr. Mincer was referring to, which would get rid of this existing driveway and that blind curve. I don't know if I have it centered there. We were here for the workshop, and there were 5 individuals here that raised their hand, citing that they were in opposition to this. Those 5 individuals, the ownership is essentially they 2 properties there that those 5 individuals reside on. One thing I think that's telling is you all handle these type of meetings on a monthly basis, rezoning request, and those meetings are always attended if there's opposition. The opposition does show up. Rarely do you ever see proponents that support the request, taking time out of their busy schedules on the evenings, especially following holidays like this, to attend and show up and support the request. I think that's very telling. Again, we're talking of a tract a little over 11 acres, resulting, if rezoned, to 6 acres. To 6 lots. Obviously, if this was 100 acres, that would be a drastic difference. We're talking about a mere 2-lot increase here as a result of the zoning change. And I'd raised this at the workshop. If the amount of lots was a concern or question, wanting to minimize that the zoning to the A3 zoning district, we'd be willing to condition that rezoning and that approval to no more than 6 lots, 6 residential lots, as similar to as we have proposed here. Obviously, these 6 lots would need to meet the subdivision requirements and any slight modifications in order to adhere to the subdivision requirements we would honor, following Mr. Jenkins' review of those to make sure they were in compliance. I would supplement it as an additional support. We have communication from Mr. Terry Patton, who lives in the area, and in Mr. Patton's email, I believe he sent it to Commissioner Loudon today. He just kind of goes through and identifies his support for the request and how the properties in the area that this request would be completely in keeping with the characteristic of the community. It would not be a change to the density or the landscape of the area. It would all be consistent and conform with what the residents in that area are used to, what they expect, and would not be out of character with the community. So I can just pass these up. Just go in the center.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Is this gonna be like a shared driveway?
There'd be a shared driveway for, I guess, these lots here from this access point. That's the new road Mr. Mincer was referring to, and these lots would have access from there. So again, I hope that you can support the rezoning. Again, it was just an unfortunate timing for the property owner. Again, willing to condition it on the no more than 6 residential lots based on the rezoning. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes the public comments. Jim Jenk?
Can I say something really fast? Do a board now.
Is it about the zoning?
Yes, sir.
And give us your name.
And my name is Andrew Mincer. I'm at 2105 Lake Point Drive. I'm just down the street from this proposed zoning. And my father is the property owner, Mr. Miles Mincer. He is my father, but he's also my next door neighbor. And I'm probably the closest one in proximity to this land here, so I get to see it just as much, if not more, than anybody else. I know his intentions with the property, and he has nothing but good things involved for this, long-term, short-term. We've already got a really nice garden on the property, and we have some plans that your decision today doesn't really impact that per se, but long-term, it does impact what we're able to do with this property as far as when things do come to fruition. And we want it beautified for not only us and our community, but just for him. He's a great person, he's done everything right, and I hope you can see it in your eyes to be on our side on this, just like everybody else. There's like 6 or 7 people, all from our neighborhood, that are here today in support of him, and I think that speaks volumes. So thank you for letting me say a couple words.
Thank you. Okay, Jim Jenkins. Number A,
Planning was good. Church was good.
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Whitfield, seconded by Commissioner Randolph to approve A. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. B,
This was on Fairview Road.
Mr. Chairman, on behalf of Commissioner Satterfield, who's out, feels bad tonight, I'll make a motion, we approve this one. If I'm not mistaken, it was approved unanimously by the planning commission.
It was.
Second the motion.
okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Whitfield to approve B. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. C,
Highway 321, also in third legislative.
Mr. Chairman, again, on behalf of Commissioner Satterfield, I will make a recommendation based on community opposition and the fact that the planning commission turned it down unanimously, that we take the planning commission's recommendation and also deny this request.
Second.
okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Quillen to deny the zoning change. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion denied. D,
Pine Grove Providence in the 5th Legislative District.
Make a motion, we approve.
Second.
okay, we got a motion to approve by Commissioner Morrison, seconded by Commissioner Shaver. Any further discussion? All in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. E,
I've received probably 15 to 20 phone calls in opposition of this rezone from the public up there. They're concerned about the road width and runoff and other things that might come from this. So based on public opposition and the planning commission denying this, I'll make a motion to deny this rezone.
Second.
we got a motion by Commissioner Waller, seconded by Commissioner Shaver to deny this rezone. Any further discussion? All in favor of denying this rezone signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion's denied.
Thank you all. Have a good evening.
Okay. Mayor Bradshaw.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A under mine is the solid waste appointment, Diana Mullis, and be my recommendation, my request to commission to approve that appointment.
So I'll make a motion to approve Diana Mullis for solid waste commission.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Waller to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Shaver. All in favor of approving Diane Mullins signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion
I can
carries.
do all three of these at one time. Those are the same recommendations I had at workshop.
Make a motion, we approve all three at one time.
Second.
Okay. The motion was made by Commissioner Waller. Who seconded it?
No, that was me making the
Shaver.
motion. Waller was,
Shaver.
he was the little second.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Waller to approve the 1 through 3. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
C,
Holidays,
C under me would be the meeting dates as well as the holidays.
Are they all the same as we always have?
They are, unless, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Oh, we gotta
We've done
have
the
the day
24th
before and the day
and
after. I'll make a motion to approve the dates.
In the instance we was to have a clean audit or something, we could always.
The meeting, well, make a motion to approve the meetings and the holidays
As listed.
as listed.
All right.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Whitfield. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. There is also a thank you card from the animal shelter staff for the one-time pay adjustment for the commission.
We have it here.
Thank
Thank
you. That's
you.
all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Matt Kleinschmidt, come on up here.
Item A is a copy machine lease for the.
Make a motion to approve item A.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Waller to approve the copy machine for the clerk's office.
We'll make copies.
Any further discussion? All in favor signify
Roll
by.
call, Mr. Chairman.
Roll call.
Oh, it's money, sorry, roll call vote.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Quillen. Aye. Whitfield,
Yes.
Cullen,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Shaver,
Yes.
Waller,
Aye.
Randolph.
Yes.
Motion carries, thank you.
Item B is a postage machine lease.
Make a motion, we approve postage machine lease on that, county office building.
Second. I love postage machines.
Okay, we got a
Well, if we don't
motion.
have them, you gotta hire scribes. Somebody has to sit there and make copies by hand all day. It's cheaper to get the copy machine, right?
And pigeons if we don't have a postage machine.
True,
Yeah.
true. Got a motion second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Waller to approve the postage machine lease for the county office building. Money involved, call the roll, Tammy.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Quillen. Aye. Whitfield,
Yes.
Cullen,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Shaver,
Yes.
Waller,
Aye.
Randolph.
Yes.
And item C is the renewal for priority ambulance for a 5-year renewal.
Make a motion, we approve the five-year renewal on the ambulance
Second.
contract.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver.
Mr. Chairman, I want to say that I don't know how they do their job. It's incredible the amount of ground they cover, the number of people they have to bus around all over East Tennessee. Tickled death to have them back for another 5 years unless you blow it. If it gets bad, then we'll be screaming about that. But they've done an outstanding job thus far.
Absolutely.
We got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Waller. I echo that also, and I deal with it. I don't make many runs now, but you guys do.
Well, you got to ride on one, right? Huh?
What's that?
You got to ride on one of them, right?
Yeah, I got to ride in the back of
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, it bounces a lot though. But anyway, this one's a exclusivity agreement. There's no money involved.
No money.
Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Keep running.
Mr. Chairman, since the vote is now completed, I guess last meeting or meeting before, we had requested some wheelchairs for up front. Priority ambulance provided 2 wheelchairs to this building that were here within a day or so of the request, and I certainly appreciate that part.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that.
For the county.
I've got a few miles in a wheelchair.
We used them a couple days after you brought them, so thank you.
Okay, thank you. Aaron, you're up.
All right, letter A is consideration of
Motion
recommendation.
to approve A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Second.
These have all been discussed at the workshop.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Waller, seconded by Commissioner Shaver to approve 1 through 4. Any further discussion? Money involved, call the roll.
Quillen. Aye. Whitfield,
Yes.
Cullen,
Aye.
Morrison,
Yes.
Shaver,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Randolph,
Yes.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Okay,
Letter B,
B.
would you like for me to read it?
Make
I
a
make a
motion to
motion to
approve letter
approve letter
B.
B.
How many of those can we do at once?
I guess you could do all of them, I
Just
mean,
do I.
as long as you approve all of them, or stipulate which ones you don't approve.
Well, we've been through budget committee, we've been through workshop.
But right now, didn't you make a motion
I did.
on letter B?
I did.
It sounded like you both did.
We both did.
let Chase have it, he's like that. He's spending money in here, so.
Well, just
let him have
approve
it.
B and then we'll approve C through J.
So who's second?
Okay,
And who's
was-
first?
I'll second
Randolph
Chase's motion, how about that?
Shaver seconded. And that's B through J,
Nope, just
No,
B
just
this
B.
time.
just B, okay. Okay, we got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Call the roll.
Whitfield,
Yes.
Cullen,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Shaver,
Yep,
Waller,
Aye.
Randolph,
Yes.
Jenkins,
yes.
Quillen.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries.
Alright,
I'll do a motion to approve C through I.
C through I.
Does that sound
Second.
right, Aaron? Then we pick up J on our regular amendments,
okay. you can
Second.
do that.
C through J.
Okay, we
Wait a
got,
minute, I
C
have a
through
question.
I.
I have a question.
You're fine, we got a motion second.
Okay. On C, I can't remember the amount of the match. For C?
For C, for which
For the
project?
health department grant?
The health department grant, it was a match of $116,400.
That was that very first ARPA money we ever did.
Yeah.
and that goes back to the
We approved
beginning.
That goes 2 years
2
ago.
years
yeah.
ago. That's why I couldn't remember the amount.
Who was the motion?
I made the motion.
Who was the second?
Adam.
Was Adam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Waller for C through I. Any further discussion? Call the roll, Tammy.
Whitfield,
Aye.
Cullen,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Shaver.
Yep.
Waller,
Aye.
Randolph,
Yes.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Quillen.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries.
Alright,
J.
letter J is the county general fund. Well, it's consideration of recommendation to approve amendments or line adjustments in the following funds. So number one is county general fund, 101. Would you like for me to?
I'm gonna make a motion that we approve J 1 through 4.
Okay,
Second.
okay, we got a motion.
One through
Was
four
that
only?
you, William?
All there is.
Okay.
Is it all in? Oh.
It is.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask a question. The shortest version you can get, we've said ARPA so many times, number 3, 127 ARPA, that's capital projects.
That's, no, that's. What?
What is 127?
It's ARPA funds.
Okay, all by itself, that's the standalone account for
All
ARPA.
by-
Okay,
yes.
that's all I was on.
Yeah, capital projects for the general is 171.
Okay, I'm with you now.
Okay,
So I also have a question.
Okay.
So, I can't remember what we're moving money for on the recycling center. I wanna make sure that's not for vehicles.
So the amendments in the recycling center are actually gonna increase the fund balance, but these amendments included the insurance and wage estimates through the
Okay.
end.
It was a
I
little
remember
bit.
it was okay, I got it now.
Yep.
And then, one more question. That's not on here, but I keep going back, I've thought so much about ARPA and TAS and Greenback Sewer, not so many people signed up. The potential of us losing some money there. I know Coach Satterfield is not here today, so I don't wanna speak for him, but man, there's gotta be a way to protect that. And I really keep going back to, I need somebody to help me figure out how we can.
Well,
Can we put a contingent,
no,
can we put,
We would have to have 2 readings too, Craig.
well, not necessarily.
They're not nonprofit.
It depends on, well, a contingency won't work, cause you have to do whatever you're gonna do by the end of this calendar year. That's the bottom line. And these few items that included a MOU, a memorandum of understanding, interlocal agreement, was so that those funds could be obligated. But see, even in those, different projects, if they come in under budget, you lose that money too. That's just part of how these funds work, because it's a grant that ends soon. I don't know what else to say to you.
You don't think they're gonna need all that money?
no, I think there's gonna probably be $100,000 in there.
It was based on 100% participation in the
Okay.
downtown area, and 100% aren't participating. So there will be less money required. I mean, they have this shot that it's gonna get paid for.
Sure.
Don't cost them nothing apparently. And a number of them have said, no, we don't want it, cause they don't want later on a sewer bill. I can kinda understand the argument if you lived out in a 40-acre field somewhere, but in a little bit downtown area where you can't go anywhere for some. I mean, you remember the kids dancing around the Christmas tree and the sewage
In
down
the sewer.
there. So that's what's making the difference on what's needed.
But yeah, there could be $100 grand. I mean, we have organizations that could benefit.
So do we reallocate that money?
It's gone.
It's,
We don't have it
I mean, you
committed
can't
by the
take
end of
it.
this year.
right, I'm not advocating that you take it away from TAS,
I did a special call meeting for $100,000.
What percentage of people signed up? We're not gonna know. Nobody's gonna know that number till past this year. Nobody's gonna know.
How do we know that, I mean, how do we know what?
The cost was based on 100% participation in downtown. 100% are not participating, 100% are not gonna sign on to take sewer.
I mean, we're hearing it could be as low as 70%,
Yeah, like,
60%.
so there was a cost involved in each household that signed up for it. So it was based on X number of houses, it's gonna cost X number of dollars equals total. And now that all of them's not signing up, there'll be less money needed because this opportunity to get hooked up for free, they're not gonna take it.
Within the community.
No,
It can't be reallocated within the community, it has to be downtown
as of December 31st, it's
Specific
gone.
project.
specific.
Well, I mean, potentially you could just pull back the appropriation and fund it some other way. But it's $495,000.
Should we just pull it back and put it in the general fund?
No.
To pay for later,
No.
out of it?
Because December 31st, you.
Can we pull back 100,000 and allocate it somewhere else?
Where do you wanna allocate it to?
Well, I'm not that smart. I got nine
You
other people
have
up
to
here to
be-
help.
You have to
It's gotta
be very
somewhere.
specific, because see, each quarter, we also send a report to the federal government to say, this is how we're spending the money.
Is this other restricted portion as well?
This is not.
That one's done.
Okay.
But this is the match on another ARPA grant.
I don't know, I mean, I don't know the solution, I'm asking everybody in this room to think outside the box. I just hate to lose the potential. We have organizations that could benefit. And I hate to just.
So if 100% of downtown does not want it, then it doesn't happen.
Oh, it's
It's gonna
happening.
happen.
It'd just
But
be
you can't.
less money.
There's gonna be less people hooked up to the pipe.
Yeah, yeah, just
I
be,
mean, what we're saying, we allocated 495,000, it could be 350. It could be 400.
and we don't know
We
that
don't know
number.
that number.
That's why we can't come clear with how to fix it, because
You don't know what you're
We
gonna.
don't know
maybe
what we're
something, well, Christmas miracle hit and they'll all sign up, it'll take the full 495, not likely. When Joe and I were finishing off ours, we did X number of roads. We have an agreement with the highway department, X number of roads down to a certain point, and then we're gonna do shoulder work on all these roads too, as far as the money goes on the shoulder work. So it'll go until the shoulder work's done. There's no way on this one to do that kind of thing. We're gonna 495, just keep putting sewer in, you run out of 495. I mean, it won't fit that way.
I see.
So, I mean, I don't mean to throw a wrinkle, but it just really bothers me.
Is there a better, if we pulled 100,000 back, is there a better
But I don't,
place to put it?
But
If
if
you
we-
could,
if we pulled 100,000 out,
you could reallocate for something like Loudon County Fire and Rescue Squad. With the understanding that if they need this, if Greenback needs it, we would probably have to pay it out of general.
but that's the,
But let the Fire and Rescue understand that, we always give them 125 a year anyway. Here's 100 of it now. You can do it, but it's gonna be a special call meeting, and Aaron, you tell me if I'm wrong, that's a lot of moving parts to that.
that's a lot of moving.
That's a lot of moving parts.
And that
But we're not gonna
sounds
lose
like money,
$100,000 that way.
too. It sounds
But yeah,
like
but
money.
that's,
Well, you might end up losing more if we had to pay the rescue squad another 100.
You
Well, no,
really
we just
don't
don't give
know how much
$100,000.
could potentially be lost or be gained.
you don't, I mean,
You
that's the
don't know,
thing.
because we don't know the numbers of the project that the money was allocated for. See, that's the thing that it comes down to. Yes, you can reappropriate some of the funds, there would be multiple things that you would have to do to to reappropriate these funds.
One would be a special call meeting before the end of the year.
Potentially. But I mean, you'd have to know how much you were gonna reallocate
Well, I guess
and what you were gonna give it.
can we ask,
Go ahead.
can we ask Coach to, and Task, I mean, you're part of Task, can we,
No.
can we ask Coach to sit down, have a serious conversation? And if we get to the potential, it could be $100,000 or $150,000 that we can commit to an emergency meeting to save that money.
I would definitely be okay with that. Here's the other part of, as we're talking, and as Coach is sitting down having this conversation with him, this was his money, this was third district, so whatever it would need to be allocated third district.
Absolutely,
district.
and,
Yeah.
and I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
And I know third district has got other projects that they can.
I think we pull it out.
Pull what out? And
The $100,000 if we need to, I think.
And put it where?
Well, first of all, we need to see if we need to, and then we reconvene and make that decision.
I mean, it's Coach's ARPA fund, I'm not gonna say we should pull it out and give it
No.
to fire and rescue.
Right, let him figure it out.
Yeah,
I just don't
yeah.
wanna lose $100,000.
I agree on that.
For which one?
The TDEC grant, but now TDEC's not tied to the same deadline, am I correct in that?
I'm assuming that because that grant is more specialized, even though it's an ARPA grant, they automatically get the extension. But the matching portion is in our regular ARPA grant.
Will the state audit that, or will be the state audit?
I believe that.
Let me make a suggestion just to get us on beyond this, cause we can't solve this tonight.
No.
The mayor, working with finance director, get with, Commissioner Satterfield and/or Mark Clinton and find out if there's any way to make all this work. It's unfortunate that the Bill was sick tonight, but those things happen.
We don't
But-
have an MOU with them.
You all, cause that's his money, his district, y'all figures out something. If we need to have a special meeting, then we'll have a special meeting.
We got an MOU in place. But it's a matter of how much of it's gonna be spent.
I mean, that's the thing we don't know.
With a
We didn't
regime
do it
change
to
in
make-
Marshall, would they be so brazen as to come back and get it?
Ask Telco Village if they'll come back and
They'll
get
come
it.
back and get it.
They'll come back and get it.
No, they'll say just keep it.
Well, I mean, I would think that Coach Satterfield, he would wanna pave a road,
Oh,
he would
yeah.
wanna do something
Yeah.
in his district.
Y'all get with everybody involved. Let's see if there's some way we can resolve it. If we can't, we've done what we can.
I will say, I tried to call Mr. Satterfield last week, but he didn't answer, so. I don't know whatever came of that project, so.
Okay, I mean, that's just all I have.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Shaver, seconded by Commissioner Jenkins for J 1 through 4. There's money involved. Call the roll, Tammy.
Cullen,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Shaver,
Yes.
Waller,
Aye.
Randolph,
Yes.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Quillen,
Aye.
Whitfield.
That's the share.
If we knew what he wanted to do. Letter K is distribution of the following reports. The approved budget committee minutes and the summary financial reports was included in your packets that was provided by Ms. Wampler. And that's all. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Before we leave,
We're not done.
I
We're
make a
not done.
motion
We
to
got
approve the
boards.
bonds and notaries under
Second.
12A.
okay, got a motion by Commissioner Waller, seconded by Commissioner Shaver on the bonds and notaries. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Okay, before we go for an adjournment, you'll let us know if we need a special call meeting.
Yeah.
If not, do we cross off the December workshop?
We need,
Unless y'all just miss me that much.
we're gonna need a,
Can I break it to you?
Finance said no.
we don't need a meeting for Steve?
Till they tell me which items are replacing.
can we please check with Steve, cause he just
They're
mentioned,
working on it.
They're working on it now.
he mentioned that to me today, that if we're not gonna have a meeting, for me to speak up, that he needs to have a meeting.
Well,
Should have been here 2 months ago.
and Matt, kind of talk about why they're in the rush. Right, you want me to do it? Don't matter.
What if you say something
Well,
3 times ago?
in public. The salesman's kind of told them that these prices are only good for so long. Well, we're under a cooperative. It's like, kind of like selling a car. Somebody's got to look at it as soon as you leave. You may want to buy it now. Matt, are you confident the prices will be good after the first year?
They say that all the time and they never change, so when we get quotes, so,
Are you confident with it within a few dollars anyway?
yeah.
So I mean, it's up to the commission, if y'all wanna do. As soon as I get back to Steve, let's make a decision then. I'll get with the chairman and go then. How about that?
Okay.
I'm just relaying a message
Yeah,
from
we're not gonna let them miss out on it.
And Tass and Satterfield and Mark Clinton, y'all got a lot to do tomorrow. You got to work tomorrow. Looking at Buddy, I'm not
Right,
looking at you.
I'm not feeling so good.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion we adjourn this
Second.
mess.
Second,
Okay,
second,
we
second.
got a second, all in favor of adjourning? By the way, as we finish up 2024, thank you for all your hard work. It's been a wild ride this year.
Thanks
Let's
for
hope it
candy and
calms
thanks
down.
for the,
Yes,
whatever that is.
and the $100 bill in my box, thank you, whoever that's from.
I had 5 of them in mine.
Second midterm.
What?
A motioning machine has
Go.
Thank you.
I'm glad it worked out.
Nah, you.